Hey there. We're here at Alley 26 in Durham, North Carolina again for another installment in our ongoing Mixology at Home series. Today we're going to do the frozen banana daiquiri. Now, if you've seen a previous installment where we did the more traditional kind of banana daiquiri where it was a shaken lime daiquiri with a little bit of banana flavor just to kind of sparkle on the edge, that's tasty and crisp and refreshing, puckering. This is going to be a whole different animal. Lime daiquiri is, as I said earlier, a classic cocktail, and it's a crisp, puckering, refreshing drink that's kind of all about the lime. And the banana version of that drink is the same thing with just a hint of banana. This is more of a celebration of the banana. So we're going to take a banana. I like a ripe banana for this kind of drink because A, that just means it's more mature and the fructose is there. And B, it's not like people are going to be looking at the fruit going, I don't know, there's that black spot. So just cut your banana up. And then orange. We're going to use a little orange juice here. I'm going to use a ½ ounce of orange juice. Just going to squeeze it straight in there. Now, if this was a classic cocktail, I would probably pre-squeeze this orange juice, or I would certainly make sure that I got all of the pulp out. I'm not that worried about in here. There's an entire banana in there. So I'm not really that worried about all the pulp and such. So there's a ½ ounce of that. I've gone ahead and pre-squeezed some lime. A ½ ounce of that. We're going to take some ounce and a half of white rum. There are a lot of good brands on the market. This is North Carolina. So it's harder to find a wide range of them. This is Cruzan. It's from St. Croix. And I like it for the money in these kinds of drinks. And it says aged rum right on it. And white rum should have actually a little age. Traditionally, white rum was a spirit that was aged in barrel, and then they would filter the color back out. So it still had that kind of the vanillin butter pad you get from rum without having the color, because white rum really kind of came on the ascendancy in the rum circles when rum needed a member of the team that could fight against vodka. So white rum. So then we're going to go with an ounce and a half of our banana or Alley 26 banana syrup. Make sure you tilt the bottle. If you've been watching these videos, I know you're sick of me saying it, but tilt it up, make sure everything gets reintroduced, because we use real stuff, so real stuff can fall out of suspension. And then ounce and a half. That's a goodly amount of that. So when you're making frozen drinks, a quick rule of thumb, like blender frozen drinks, a quick rule of thumb is to take the same kind of proportions you would with a regular drink and double the sweetener, because you just need it for the texture and the flavor if a drink is frozen. There we go. Orange right there. I'm going to move this out of the way. Okay, we got our stuff and our stuff. Now, I've also talked a lot about on this series, if you've been watching, and if you have, please subscribe, the importance of ice. Now, when we're making stirred drinks, it's really important that you use a decent size cube, something that's not going to melt so fast. And we've gone on and on about that, and it's true, it's important. When you're making a drink in a blender, however, I like bag ice. Get it at the store. The smaller stuff, you still want to make sure it's cold, but the bigger ice is just going to make your blender work hard, the motor in your blender work too hard. So just get the smaller stuff and make sure it's nice and cold. Like a couple of cups should do. And here we go. Oh yeah, that's looking good. Sneak in just a little more ice. Yeah, you want it, it's still moving, but barely, and that's kind of our sweet spot. I probably could have held back on a little bit of that last bit of ice, but I got greedy. There you go. Yeah, that's perfect. There you go. Now that is a good looking daiquiri. There we go. Oh yeah, look at that. Spoil me. Okay, so this is perfect. It's going to be delicious. We're going to gussy it up just a wee bit though. I'm going to sneak on a little of this Plantation OFTD overproof. Now there's plenty of good rums to use in this for this capacity. What I want to do is add a little color right to the top so people can see, ooh, there's a rum floater there. A. But B, I also want to give you that funky rum nose because this Cruzan that I used is not going to give you any of that. So we're just going to sneak on like a half an ounce of rum. There you go. And your frozen banana daiquiri. Enjoy.